We wanted to get to the bottom of this and clear it up once and for all. So joining me is Chris Phillips. He's a security advisor to crisis actors. There you go. Chris was also, of course, in the military. So, I mean, we've killed two birds with one stone, for want of a better phrase here. Chris, thank you very much for giving up part of your Friday evening to come on Friday Night Feast. Firstly, what is a crisis actor?
Well, a crisis actor is actually just an actor who happens to be employed for that moment to make a film. I mean, actually, this is not about crisis actors. This the stuff that's been floated about on the internet and the little videos and things almost invariably are other bits of video, maybe from a war film or from some other film or television program that's then been repurposed by someone in their little social media world to turn that into something that's up to date and current, which it isn't.
Yeah. Do you buy at all the Kremlin narrative that there has been some, I suppose, crisis acting or at least fake news when it comes to Russian attacks?
Well, there's no need for fake news. It's clearly happening there. I think there are going to be people, and it may well be people in Russia, that are making films that are clearly incorrect, repurposing old bits of video. But let me tell you, crisis actors, it's a really, really important thing. I mean, crisis acting and actually running crisis is about preparing people for dealing with emergencies. And some, you know, we're telling people now, particularly around terrorism, that they...
Yeah, I mean, how difficult would it actually be to organise? Let's just say some of the things that the Russians have said have been, repurpose films or whatever. They have also accused people of being Instagram stars for hire, etc., crisis actors being one of them. How difficult would it be to actually pull that off? At the end of the day, we would have to watch these videos on Twitter. It would seem like a massive operation to blow up a maternity hospital or something that at least looked like one and stage the whole thing.
Yeah, well, you just wouldn't do it. You'd have to be some kind of a major organisation to do that. No, this is actually using bits of video that, as I say, you know, Die Hard as an example, and they're blowing things up all the time. And you could use a little bit of that video and put a script on the front of it that makes it look more up to date. So crisis acting is about preparing people, preparing organisations to deal with crisis. It's not about crisis actors don't get involved in the nonsense that's been spouted from Russia.
No, so they wouldn't absolutely be in a war zone. I mean, it'd be an absolutely incredible feat, wouldn't it, if you managed to import a load of crisis actors into the middle of Kharkiv, for example, or somewhere that looked a bit like it, and then doctor the whole thing. What are some of the crisis actor type things that you've been a part of, then?
Well, every major company needs to put their management through a big incident. So, as an example, during the run up to the Olympics in London, we were using actors to pretend that things had happened, so that the management then had to react to that. And this is great stuff because managers are actually put through real difficult situations, and as though they're real, and they have to react to it. And then those companies are much more prepared should an incident take place. I mean, another good example was in Manchester. I think they ran a terrorist exercise so that the local emergency services would know what to do if the real thing happened.